y'all know it's before he asked. They got Chrisean Rock spending some time with Chrisean Jr. as she should, but we already know that it's short lived. And I just feel like she doesn't put the same amount of effort that she does with these men that she dates, buying, giving them chains, etc., and all the other nonsense. But it's good to see Junior outside, which he could have did something with his hair, but you'll go pay for these dudes to get clothes and etc. But you won't do the same thing for Junior. That's what I feel like. But she gonna do what I gotta do. You drink 7 up, I drink 2. Now let's get right into it. Then she could at least comb his hair. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about it. Do his hair. Like, I mean, you're gonna have him out there. You feel like you just, to me, like she was like, well, you just wanna, look sunny outside. It look like there's no tornadoes around. Let's do it. Like, no, that's not what we into right now, man. That's not how we get down. Let's move it over. Let's see. First comment, do his hair, please. 56 replies. Let's see what's going on. She just letting that baby hair matter. It's sad. Like I said before, if you're going to put that amount of effort and time into a random individual, any man, you tell me you're going to marry this dude, you only known him for a month, probably slept with him off the back. And then the way you treat Junior, it just looks like, what the is going on? This baby hair is going to turn into locks, basically, is what they're saying. You can tell he's always on his back. Exactly. Like you can tell she's not trying to, keep him in a position where he can work on his muscles and things of that nature. She don't want to do that. It's a bad day. There's always a vibe for her, man. It's always a damn vibe. So sad. So sad. Like I said, man, Junior deserves a lot more than this bullshit. Meanwhile, we got this fool outside. 101 Dalmatians. Let's check it out.
101 Dalmatians. Shut, bro. Don't leave your baby mama around me, bro.
Why does he look like one of them butches? But let's get right into it. Let's see. This man looks dirty. I mean, like I said before, man, Buddy don't even look like he got like even though they talk about reform and people getting better when they go to prison, that is not the case. Because even people on the outside do not change. It's a lot of people that will stay on the same level of degeneracy and low vibration instead of conforming to spirituality, they conform to the world. Because why? The flesh is willing. You know why the flesh is willing and the spirit speaketh expressively? The flesh is willing because it's easy to give into. If you're hungry, instead of denying yourself that nasty food that may potentially cause health problems, you just want it because it's so craving to the flesh. But the same thing that's craving to the spirit, a person won't do. You know why? Because you're spiritually dead. So you're more prone to eat of the flesh than you are of the spirit. That's why you got to deny the flesh. Submit to God, resist the devil, and he shall flee. Submitting to God is submitting to spirit. God is spirit. You must grow your spirit to full age in order to speak in spirit language. It's almost like an individual that wants to go to Latin America and you don't know how to speak Spanish, but then when you go there, you want somebody to understand your needs and wants. That's what the spiritual language is. You have to learn spiritual language, and to learn spiritual language is to grow your spirit so you can no longer need a translator on your behalf and you can speak on your own and make whatever you need known. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But this is a wild work. Let's go to the next one. Now, remember I tell you it's always a Yahweh. It's only one way. It's good way. Remember that? I want y'all to look at her right now. No one, she's celebrating St. Holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Look at her.
Y'all want to get in the pool? You just took a shower. You just got out. I'm finna jump in the cold. I'm finna act like I never act before, you know? Like, I'm be cute for 2 seconds, y'all, but I'm finna jump in the pool. and swim. No, you
Do you
just want to
believe
feel
this?
free.
Y'all
That's what
believe
I
this
want to
shit?
feel like. So that's why I got in the pool myself.
Number one, I understand y'all, at the end of the day, people have their, you know, families doing this and that. But remember, I told you, the Lord hates your feast days. It says in the Bible. He doesn't like man tradition, and things of that nature. He's about his biblical days. That's why he said to know me is to do my commandments, is to love me, is to do my commandments. So we must be willing to do the things of God and not what's convenient. So if you do the thing that's convenient to you, then obviously that's not serving him. Because he said, what? Rejoice in your suffering because it builds character and endurance. And don't be anxious in anything you do, but having prayer and supplication, because at the end of the day, to be carnally minded is to be dead. But to have spirituality, to grow your spirit is life. Remember, Christ found the way, the truth, and the life. So to be carnally minded is death. So if you continue to think in the carnal way and look at things around you, don't you think a majority of people are doing the same thing, that something is wrong about it? Come on, that should wake you up right then and there. If majority of people are doing the same thing, then that's a big problem, because he said, wide is the gate of hell, but slim and narrow is the slim and narrowness of the gate of righteousness. Slim and narrow is not wide. That means only a few will be able to enter thereof, letting you know that it's the opposite of a lot. We got to pay attention. Look at this fool. Y'all ain't gonna get in the pool. If y'all don't, I'ma pour a whole bunch of dew in the pool. Do 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 do. I got a new song called Do Do Do. Yeah. Do Do Do. Yeah. All right, but this is just ridiculous.
I'm alright.
What?
I'm alright. Huh? But you all like where?
Because he know everything is to make Blueface feel some type of way. Everything is for that purpose. Everything. So when you look at her and she's always, and you around her and you supposed to be talking to this woman who treats her child that way, and she's consistently going on live, because you know what she's about. You know what she's about. You're like, God dang. I already know she's trying to record this shit because she want attention. Watch this. I'ma spin tornado dance. It's a tornado. Stop. You drink Sprite. Charge it up. Do it again. But this is truly sad. This is what she doing again. I ain't gonna play the damn music she got in the background, but look at this shit here. Showing that chat. Look, she even looking down at us. Wanna do. Whoopsie doo. Whoopsie doo. Like, what in the hell is going on here, man? I mean, all that God stuff is out the window. This woman does not give a damn. And I'm telling you, anybody who would parade around and masquerade around like this and go to somebody's family, don't even know this individual, you have a situationship. I told you what she does. She glorifies situationships. You want to be for the most high, but you are consistently gaining soul ties, gaining more demonic spirits. It is real estate out here. They're looking, when a spirit sees you, especially a disembodied spirit, when they see you, they look at you as property. So, what's the best way to get you to open up yourself to them? There's multiple ways. All right. That's engaging in degenerate behavior, anything against God. Sin opens up the door. Sin opens up the door. So if you engage in fornication, you engage in murder, if you engage in all these things, right? you open the door. So if some person has a variety of demons in them, like the man named Legion, if you were to engage in a sexual act with Legion, you are opening the door, because fornication is a result of that sin. So when you open up that door, you're gaining more demons because the entry to your door is busted wide open. You basically said, here's the key, and I'm just opening you up to my soul. And when people are allowed to come in, aka these disembodied spirits, you're going to be in a worse state than you were before, because now whatever demon they were dealing with, it can be slothfulness. Now you don't even want to post no more. You don't even want to grind no more. Then they got a coveting spirit, a jealous, envious spirit. So now you find yourself hating on people all of a sudden. You never did this before. Now the feeling coming around, then you try to justify. No, it's because they trying to do this. No, it's because you're just hating on them. As you gain that spirit of hate, that spirit of jealousy, that spirit of pride, you're gaining all these spirits when you keep sleeping with people. And that's the easiest way. Remember, every other sin is outside the body. When man commit fornication, you sin against your own flesh. So not only are you causing doors to open, but you're also causing liquids and things like DNA to be swapped. And now you're actually causing your flesh to have needs that it never needed before, and wants and desires that it never craved. Now you got cravings in the flesh that you never had, because you open up that door to those demons to enter therein, and then they went ahead and enhanced whatever was in that person's bloodline, and now they're taunting at that very good. That's why the Most High said anything that's not been planted by the Heavenly Father needs to be uprooted. So if there's goods in you, how can you bind the strong man? The strong man is the disembodied spirit. You can't bind the strong man only through prayer and supplication, only through meditating on the word day and night. But this girl don't know that.
Me brush my son hair for Thanksgiving. It's done. I put mousse and conditioner in it. You know he's part nigga, right? For the weird bitch that don't understand.
Why would you say he's part nigga? See, here we go again, degrading people. But all I'm gonna say is this. Not about you. Why would you use mousse? There's a million other products out there that don't harden up and create, build up. Mousse is a very bad product. I wouldn't tell people not to use mousse, because all it does is create buildup, and it causes your hair to dry out, breakage, etc., dandruff. You don't want that kind of shit. Well, why you talking about my son? I'm gonna hit you. I do care. I got loaded up. I do, I do, I do, I do. That's how my gun sound. Fucking fool.
Honest to God, that's why sometimes I wish I never had my kid, because of the evil stuff that's
carried over your head.
No, it's like
just how the evil in the world.
Yeah, so much evil, but even it's close to my kid. It's in his.
What about the evil in you? See, if any man say that he's without sin, the truth is not in him. So an individual that fails to have conviction would never change. I always say, I don't give a damn what somebody say. I don't care if they utter the words of the Most High out of their mouth every day, but don't live by it. There's a lot of pastors out there going to say, God is this, God is that, because David in the Lord, Goliath in your life. I don't care what they say. If they don't live by it and they don't teach you what the meaning of it, they gonna tell you that Goliath is the remnant of the giants. They're gonna tell you that Goliath was probably related to the sons of Anak as well, and those clans and the Philistines. Also, when you think about the land of Canaan, when the giants roamed and they was as tall as cedar trees, and the Israelites was as grasshoppers, they're gonna tell you about that bloodline, an angel mixture, that their forefathers are angels, are gods, sons of gods. Are they going to tell you that? They're not going to build you up. They're going to shut the doors of heaven because they don't want you to know the truth. But this is sad.
His daddy is in, his grandmother's in. Honest to God.
The verse say that something is in this person, this person, this person, that person, that person. Then you got Jaden explaining herself of why she's unable to admit that she just still want to be with Blueface, but she making an excuse.
Every time I'm like, shit.
I'm not going to play that music in the background, but basically what she said in the video, I can go check it out. She basically said that the reason why Blueface is at her house because his kids over there. Now imagine this, imagine this, y'all. that if you with somebody and they say they got to go to that person's house to see their kids, come on now. If y'all fall for that shit, I don't know what to tell you. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm up out of there.